Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. How's everybody doing? I'm on this nature walk right now. And I thought that I had to bring my YouTube family with me. And I just want to say God bless each and every one of y'all, and good morning. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Beautiful day. It was really cold earlier this morning. Starting to warm up. But yeah. I don't want to step on the caterpillar. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, can the Vikings save their season? That's the first question of this video. Also, the Colts and the Lions are the best two teams in the NFL. NFL talk with your boy Mike Sports Vibes. And yes, I am outside. I am outside taking this nature walk. But yeah, it's a dang on shame the Buccaneers lost yesterday, but I got to give credit to the Lions. If you can't stop their run game, you're not winning that game. There's a couple of teams, if you don't stop their run game, you're getting destroyed. You're not winning. And Lions are, in my opinion, the best running team in the whole NFL. With Montgomery and Gibbs. Montgomery didn't even have a good game. It was all about Gibbs. Gibbs was outstanding against the Buccaneers. And like I said, when Jared Goff has that run game, and sorry about the wind, it's a little windy out here. Sorry about the wind. When Jared Goff has that run game to play off of, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I know that sounds crazy coming from a Viking fan, but I'm being honest. Absolutely, they can save the season. JJ is the right now. Yes. And I love that comment. I love the positivity. I love the optimism. I love the positivity, man, because a lot of Viking fans are writing off the season. I'm not there yet. Yes, we're in last place in our division. I did not expect the Vikings after week 7 to be in last place in the NFC North division. Did not expect that. I did not expect the Vikings to be in last place. But then again, when you think about all the things that's been that happened, we lost our starting quarterback in J.J. McCarthy due to a high ankle sprain. On top of that, we just got Carson Wentz in the building. And honestly, even though he hasn't played the best the last game, he's a backup, and we just got him on the team. And he did pretty good overall when you think about it. For a guy that just got in the building, yes, he's not super accurate. Yes, he turns the ball over, but he's not supposed to be playing anyway. He's not supposed to be playing anyway. So my mindset is, for us to be a 500 team, 3-3, that's pretty darn good with all the injuries to the offensive line. Just a whole bunch of injuries on defense as well. Shout out to my guy Dylan Dotson. He said this season so far feels like washing your mouth out with vinegar instead of mouthwash. Hey, Dave, that's a good... oh, man. Yeah, just trying to think about the vinegar taste. But you know what? You're right. Right now, it does suck. Being a Viking fan, you had high expectations. We always hype about the off season and some of the moves. And like I said, and I did like the moves in the off season. But I always try to tell people, we got to see what happens on that field. Because at the end of the day, you can look good on paper, but not be good on that field. And then at the end of the day, you never know when it comes to the injuries. Let me tell you right now, by far, besides the J.J. McCarthy injury, by far the biggest injury of the year, in my opinion, that is not talked enough about, is the center position. Ryan Kelly is a Pro Bowl center, and he keeps getting concussions, and that is the biggest weak link on our offensive line right now. We thought Brandel would be the guy to cover down and and be solid backup center. We have an issue at the center position, which is debatably the second most important position on the offensive line, maybe the third, because the tackles, and then you got the guard, you got the center. I think the center, because the center is the one hiking the ball. The center is the one, he might see a couple of things and be like, yo, might tell the quarterback, listen, we might have to change out of this play right here. But the center is very important, man, and our center hasn't looked good. Let's just keep it real. Shout out to Razapin, don't matter. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to everybody. He said Andrew Van Ginkel too. Yes, Andrew Van Ginkel was a very big hurt piece. You know what I mean? And that's why we want Dallas Turner, to really take upon himself I think Dallas Turner's having a solid year. I think there's some players on our defensive side of the ball named, if my homie is correct, I was talking to my homie yesterday, and he said that Jonathan Grenard has not, hello, good morning. Jonathan Grenard doesn't have any sacks this season. Let me say that one more time for all the Viking fans in the building. Jonathan Grenard has not one sack this season. So I look at it like, so what are we supposed to, he's our best pass rusher. He's our best pass rusher, right? And he's not getting the guy on the ground. It's okay to get to the quarterback, but can we get a couple of sacks, bro? We don't, and I was talking to my homie yesterday, right? And this is not me being negative as a Viking fan, but you know how every dominant defense has at least one player where you're like, if we don't contain this one player, he's going to wreck our team. Like the Browns have Myles Garrett. The Bengals have Trey Hendrickson. Just to name a couple teams, right? Now, if you was to think about when you think about the Vikings right now, everybody that's in the building, when you think about the Vikings, can you name one player on the defensive side of the ball where the opposing team is like, man, we have to make sure we have to make sure he doesn't wreck our whole team. We have to make sure he doesn't wreck our whole entire team. We don't have that player. And I'm not saying that we don't have good players on our team. I'm not saying that our defense is bad. I'm not saying all that. But I got to keep it real. He said, facts, NFC North, all teams looking to be playoff. We got to beat the Lions somehow twice. Yes, facts. Facts. Right now, Jalen Redmond. Yeah, Jalen Redmond's he's playing outstanding. But at the end of the day, he's not a guy, no disrespect. When you're opposing offensive, coach or opposing offense, right? And you go against the Vikings defense, you're not going to think about, no disrespect, you're not going to think about Jalen Redmond. We don't have a corner. We don't have a defensive tackle. We don't have an edge rusher. We don't have a linebacker that puts so much fear in the opposing offenses that we don't have that guy. And I just thought about that. We have it on the offensive side of the ball. Offense, we have Justin Jefferson, right? Everybody is scared of Justin Jefferson, right? But on defense, we don't have that signature guy. We don't have that signature defensive tackle. And I just was thinking, wow, even though we have a pretty darn good, defense, we don't have that guy, though. You feel me? We don't have that dominant defensive player. And I feel like that's one of the biggest needs this next season. Look, the season's not over. We still got a chance to probably, we still got a chance to win some games and get into the playoffs. And once we get into the playoffs, you never know what can happen. J.J. McCarthy could be the guy that puts us over the top. Who knows? I don't know. We gonna see. But we need to figure out something when it comes to, usually I talk about the offense. But right now I have to talk about defense because we don't have that guy. We don't. Man, Flo put in Metellus, yes, on A.J. Brown and leaving Rodgers one-on-one with Devontae Smith and Rodgers one-on-one. Yes, let me say this right now. I don't know what Brian Flores was thinking on that. I don't know if that was a missed call or a miss, somebody wasn't in the right spot. But you never have, unless you're the top safety in the game, and even then, it's very hard to do it. You never have a safety on the best wide receiver with no help. The best wide receiver on the opposing team with no help. Josh Metellus, I like him a lot, but he had no business trying to stop A.J. Brown one-on-one. Had no business doing that, respectfully. And I like Josh Metellus. I'm a big Josh Metellus guy. But there ain't no reason why he was on A.J. Brown one-on-one. And that was one of the biggest plays because that was a 4th down and they threw a touchdown pass, bro. They threw a touchdown pass on 4th down. That was that right there. The defense wasn't the super terrible, but the defense gave up the big plays, bro. Big plays. A couple of 3rd down conversions that you're just like, what the freak? It was like 3rd and 13, and Jalen Hurts scrambles to the right side and throws a nice pass to Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown for the 1st down. That happened a few times against the Eagles, bro. But we have to figure something out on defense. When it comes to more pressure, we got to get some turnovers, man. We got to get some turnovers. We have to be a nasty defense. And I look, I still believe in this team, but I have to admit, there's not one player on this defense that I can think of opposing. Like, if you talk to an Eagle fan, what would the Eagle fan say about our defense or any opposing team? What player puts fear in any offense when they go against their defense? Yes, it's by committee. We're a pretty darn good defense, but where's that one guy? Where's that superstar player? I would prefer Murphy on AJ and someone else on Smith and Rodgers at safety with Phil Jackson backfield. Man, I don't know what the heck happened. We had to change it up, bro. We had to do something different to change up what we was doing against the Eagles. That was, we gave them some big plays. The defense held it down for the most part, but also, we got to admit, the defense gave up some big plays. Now, when it comes to offense, listen, and we got to do better against the Chargers. We about to play in a couple of days against the Chargers, Thursday Night Football, and I will be live for the game, so make sure everybody that's in the building, make sure you super Hulk smash that like button, super Hulk smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And yeah, he said, should have never let Sam Darnold go. Well, I would say this. To that question, we don't really know because we don't know how good J.J. McCarthy is. See, it's easy to say we shouldn't let Sam Darnold go because we don't know how good J.J. McCarthy is, because nobody was having that energy when we beat the Bears and when he had that amazing 4th quarter. I know it's just 1 quarter, but it's still a dub, right? So we got to see what this man can do, but the only way you can see if this man can be good is if he's healthy enough to play on the field. And I have a lot of Viking fans that are like, yo, Mike, what are you talking about? You're rushing J.J. McCarthy. Why are you trying to rush him on the field? If the man is healthy, I say play him. If he ain't ready by now, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, you had a whole year to watch to learn the playbook. You didn't play 1 game last year. You missed most of the season so far. You missed more games than you played so far this season. How much more development can you do on the bench and not play? How much development can you, and I understand the injuries to the offensive line, but at the end of the day, the scenario I put out here, right? And yes, you want to have a healthy offensive line. That's you know what I mean? That's obvious. But say for this situation, say we in the playoffs, right? And our offensive line is banged up. What we going to say? We're going to sit out J.J. McCarthy because the offensive line is not healthy? So if the offensive line ain't healthy, what, we going to sit him out? So we're going to baby him and say, oh, well, our offensive line ain't healthy, so that means we can't play our starting quarterback. That doesn't make no sense. Name one great quarterback that says, I'm not going to play because my offensive line ain't healthy. We're not going to do that. I mean, it happens. Injuries happen. It's just the luck of the draw. Injuries happen, and you got to play through injuries. Every team is battling through injuries. And right now, our offensive line is pretty healthy if you think about it, because Donovan Jackson is back. Brian O'Neill is back. Christian Darrisaw is back. Will Fry's been healthy. We just missing our center, and that's it. Everybody else is healthy, bro. It was missed, massive mistake. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Sam Darnold can't put up 21 unanswered points. J.J. McCarthy throws better than Darnold and faster. I don't know about throwing better than Darnold now. Like, I listen, I'm a Sam Darnold guy. I'm a J.J. McCarthy guy. Sam Darnold got an arm. Sam Darnold got an arm. I don't know, bro. We got to see more from J.J. McCarthy to even say that he has a better arm than Sam Darnold. Look, listen, I rock with J.J. He's our quarterback. But Sam Darnold got an arm, bro. Respectfully, he got an arm. We didn't even have starting lineup with J.J. McCarthy and left guard there. Oh, you just put that comment there. That's funny. J.J. majority starting lineup where he's comfortable. Yeah, that's true. And that goes to show you we need to have better play calling so to match what we have on the field. But I still don't think that just because our offensive line is hurt, we shouldn't play our starting quarterback. I feel like he's going to have to learn, bro. Like that's what Caleb Williams did last year. He got hit a lot. He got sacked a lot. He didn't have the best offensive line last year. Look up the numbers, bro. And Caleb Williams this year is looking a lot better. You got to go through a little bit. You got to embrace the suck. You got to embrace the suck and be like, yo, if my offensive line is banged up like it has been all season, then that means we need to start doing quick plays. Dink and dump. Lions defense looks like a falling apart again. Well, shoot, I don't got nothing bad to say about the Lions because guess what? They're not using the injuries as an excuse. They're still winning. See, we're using injuries as an excuse. You know what I mean? They're winning and we're losing because we keep using injuries as an excuse. Next man up, man. That's why you have to you got to figure it out. That's why coaches they get paid the big dollars to adjust to what we have on that field. You know what I mean? Lions could be hurt, but they still beat the top team in the NFC, which was the Buccaneers. I had the Buccaneers beating the Lions, and the Lions proved me wrong. Again, I've been a Viking fan since Culpepper and Moss. We're playing in Chris Carter. The Vikings team was legit out with Sam Darnold. Right. He was lights out, my bad. Was lights out with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. Like, he hasn't won a Super Bowl. He hasn't done anything in the playoffs. But there's not many quarterbacks that have won a Super Bowl that's in the game right now. There's not many quarterbacks that have won in the playoffs. Let's talk about it. My favorite quarterback is Josh Allen. Josh Allen has not won in the playoffs. He can't get past Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson is a very good quarterback. But guess what? He can't get past Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow is a good quarterback. Yes, he beat Patrick Mahomes, but he lost in the Super Bowl. So it's like all these other quarterbacks haven't won as well. You know what I mean? So it's like there's only a couple of quarterbacks. Or you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Matthew Stafford, you got Jalen Hurts, and Joe Flacco. Those are the only four quarterbacks that's playing right now. That's starting that is starting right now that won a Super Bowl. None of the other quarterbacks made it to the mountaintop and won. Respectfully. You know what I mean? What's going on, Ben? What's going on, Skull Vikes? And even though, listen, and me saying all this doesn't mean that I don't believe in the Vikings. But I have to give respect when I have to give the Lions respect because you don't never hear them complain and they still win about when they have injuries. And they had major injuries and they still beat the Vikings last year and was the first seed in the NFC. Let's keep it real. Like, we can't keep using injuries as an excuse all the time. How did the Lions, their whole defense was gone last year. Aiden Hutchinson, McNeil, some of their secondary players were out and they still had the best record in the NFC. So how did they do it with injuries and we can't do it? They adapted and they did what they had to do and win. They did whatever they had to do to win. And that's what the Vikings have to do. Whatever we have to do to adapt, we have to do it so we can win. Shout out to Christopher Rowe in the building. Darnold cooking last night. Shout out to him. Same thing with the running back position. Aaron Jones is good, but he couldn't ever fill Adrian Peterson. Please, sorry, that's my opinion. Yeah. Well, there's only one Adrian Peterson. There's only one Adrian Peterson. There always what. There's only one Adrian Peterson, bro. So you can't like Aaron Jones is a solid running back, but he's not an Adrian Peterson, but he's still a solid running back. You know what I'm saying? There's not many running backs throughout the history of the NFL that is great as Adrian Peterson. But Aaron Jones, don't get it twisted. He's a better catcher than Adrian Peterson. He's a better blocker than Adrian Peterson. He's just not a better runner. You know what I mean? Being just a running back. But I love AP. But yeah, like it's just like we gotta stop coming up with these excuses at this point, man. Everybody got injuries. Let's just play ball and let's try to win some dang on games. We can't baby our players. We gotta go out there and fight to the end. Let's get to the playoffs and you never know. When we get to the playoffs, you never know. Anything can happen when you get to the playoffs. Anything can happen. What's going on, Steven? 5-2 Seahawks. Come on, yeah, the Seahawks look good. Thanks to having a good coach. Y'all some lovers. Y'all love the y'all love the Cowboys. Hey, respectfully, Cowboys look good beating the Commanders. I got respect for them for beating the Commanders, but no, I don't love the Cowboys. I will say this as a big time Minnesota Viking fan: what can go wrong will go wrong, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. Howdy! Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Vikings shouldn't have gotten rid of. Yeah, you know a lot of people say the Sam Darnold stuff, and hindsight is 2020. I mean, when you drafted J.J. McCarthy. And we don't know what he has because he keeps getting hurt. So we don't really know. Like, people can say it now because they haven't seen J.J. McCarthy shine. But once J.J. McCarthy has a couple of good games, all this Sam Darnold talk isn't going to be the same, bro. We're not going to talk about Sam Darnold. We're going to talk about J.J. McCarthy being one of the best young quarterbacks in the game. Watch. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe J.J. McCarthy ain't the guy. But I believe in J.J. McCarthy. The man just got to be healthy. And as soon as he is healthy, he needs to play to get experience, to get better. He needs to play. Cowboys up, Vikings down. Yeah, we're going to beat the Braves up. I can't wait till we play the Cowboys. Shout out to Christopher Hill. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. I'm on this nature walk right now, y'all. And I tend to take these nature walks, but it's a little bit windy. When it's a little windy, it's hard to do these nature walks with y'all. But when I take these nature walks to get my steps in, bro, like, I want to bring my YouTube family with me. So, I'm just a regular person talking about the Minnesota Vikings and talking that talk and giving you my honest opinion. You know what I mean? A lot of people disagree with me. A lot of people agree with me. But that's part of, you know what I mean? That's how it should be. What's going on, Grizzly? What's going on, Nathan? Who that? He said, Mike, I'm excited that Maxie is getting that. Shout out to Two Evil, shout out to Nathan, shout out to Grizzly, shout out to Lisa, shout out to everybody that's in the building. Joshua said, who they? They the ones that got by the Packers. We ain't worrying about none of the Packers, but we're going to beat the brakes off the Packers. Who they? I'm from Cincinnati, but Bengals, not my squad. We did good, 240-year-old playing. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Man, if you still got it, bro, you still got it, man. My guy is 40 years old slinging that ball to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and got a dub. I got to give a lot of respect to Joe Flacco, man. I got to give him respect, bro. The football season, something else. A lot of quarterbacks getting hurt. Facts. The biggest one of the year so far, in my opinion, is the Joe Burrow in the AFC. That injury was a heartbreaker for the Bengals, man. You can't count on Green Bay game when Flacco was brand new. He turned it on in the second half, and we could have won if he turned it on early. Yeah. Purple and gold will never fold. Let's get it. Oh my gosh, I love that. Purple and gold will never fold. Let's go Vikings. Listen, the season ain't over. Yes, I talk about my concerns about the team, but that's what we supposed to do. It can't always be positivity. Everything is great. We're a 500 team. We're not a bad team. We're not a good team. We're right in the middle where we should be, and we got to see what we have in our quarterback, and his name is J.J. McCarthy. It's J.J. McCarthy time. Respectfully speaking, I like what Carson Wentz has done for the Minnesota Vikings in the few games that he played. Overall, he is a backup, though. So I'm not going to be too hard on Carson Wentz, but at the same time, I don't want to see him play another game in a Minnesota Viking uniform. I want to see my guy J.J. McCarthy or Max Brosmer, either one. But the problem with the Max Brosmer, undrafted free agent, if Max Brosmer does good, we're going to open up a whole nother can of worms when it comes to the quarterback position. That's the only issue with the Max Brosmer. You know what I mean? If he does good, they're going to be like, well, how is Max Brosmer doing good and J.J. McCarthy can't do good? Well, we got to keep full context. We have to know this whole situation. First of all, and I'm not trying to make it seem like J.J. McCarthy isn't responsible for anything he does, but the man's hurt. If the man wasn't hurt, then we have a different situation. We can really talk about it. But he's been hurt. He missed all season last year because Sam Darnold did his thing. But I still think that he could have beat out Sam Darnold for that starting job. But we'll never know. And then this year he missed already how many games? So we don't really know what the heck is going on. So we got to keep in context like, yo, J.J. McCarthy's hurt. Now, if he isn't hurt and they're not telling the full truth, and they're just not trying to play him because they don't believe in him, or say, for instance, they don't think he's ready to play, then we have a whole nother issue. Because I look at it like this. You don't draft a top 10 quarterback with the 10th overall pick for him to be a bench warmer for 3 years. Unless you have a quarterback that's ahead of him that is a Hall of Famer. You drafted this dude, 10th overall pick. This is his second year. He missed more games than he played in his career. It's not even close. It is due to injury. So this is why I'm like, yo, if he's ready to play against the Chargers, play him. Do I think he's going to play? No. I think it's going to be Carson Wentz once again. Carson Wentz versus what's his name? Justin Herbert. I don't believe JJ's going to play against the Chargers. I don't believe it. I want him to play. Like, I want JJ McCarthy to play ASAP. Joe Burrow going to end up like Andrew Luck. You know what? That Andrew Luck situation was a heartbreaker, bro, because I liked Andrew Luck a lot, bro. I think Andrew Luck was really good. But, yeah, the injuries add up, bro. The injuries add up. Joe Burrow light years ahead of Luck, yeah. I don't know, man. I think they were both good quarterbacks. They're both good quarterbacks. They got the Joe Flacco. Purple and gold if you mean Lakers. Oh, no. We ain't talking about the Lakers, bro. We talking about the purple and gold. We talking about the mighty Minnesota Vikings, baby. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I need everybody. Can I get 7 more likes? I need everybody to double tap that screen and hit the like button. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family, y'all. It's one YouTube family. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. But I will say this, man. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I will say this as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. I'm still going to talk heavy. Y'all. Respectfully speaking, don't get in your feelings. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, when we play your team, I know we taking some L's, y'all. But when we play your team, the Chargers, we're going to beat the brakes off of y'all. Straight up. That's how I feel. Chris, Two Evils in the building. I'm waiting for Sanders to hit the... Oh, man. Yeah. You know what? I don't think he's going to. The season isn't over until we are eliminated, but it's not looking good right now. Prize, what's good with you, bro? The season ain't over, bro. Like, we gotta, listen, it looks bad, though. Like, let's keep it real. As Viking fans, we're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to act as if it don't look bad. Because if you look at the division, we're in last place in our division, bro. We're in last place. Even the Bears are looking better than us right now. And we beat the Bears already. That's not looking good, man. And the problem with the biggest issue with the Vikings right now is the most important position, and that's the quarterback position, because we don't know when we're going to see JJ McCarthy on that football field. I hope after this live stream, what my dream is announcement by Kevin O'Connell saying that JJ McCarthy is ready to go against the Chargers. I want to see a big announcement today, bro. I want to see a big announcement today. We got Thursday night football coming up in a couple of days. Before you know it, it's gonna be Thursday. I want to hear a big announcement. I want to see our guy play, bro. Hey, bro, you know KLC helps quarterbacks with getting better. You see KLC bringing in Fields. Nah, it's not happening. Listen, I don't see Fields coming in. But I will tell you one thing. We just gotta get JJ McCarthy healthy. I'd rather just try Max Brosmer than try to bring in another quarterback. If we had to bring in, like, say the season is over for JJ McCarthy. Say they're not bringing him back. The only quarterback that I would want to trade for is two quarterbacks. One would be, I know this is going to sound crazy. Don't come at me. Just hear me out. And I was talking to my homie about this. One quarterback I would bring in for the right money, for the right price, is Kirk Cousins. And I'm surprised I said that out my mouth. But I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, say JJ McCarthy was out for the whole entire season. I don't want to see Carson Wentz play another down. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Max Brosmer, we don't know what he's going to be. But we know Kirk Cousins, if he was to come to the Vikings for like a year, for this year, right? Oh, I don't even know what his contract looking like, but he already knows the offense. He knows how Justin Jefferson runs the routes. He knows how Jordan Addison runs the routes. He knows the playbook. We will be listen, bro. We will be good, bro, for at least this year at quarterback. And then we'll let JJ McCarthy, you know what I mean, have another year to sit on the bench. And hopefully he catches up. And sorry about the wind. Sorry about the wind, y'all. It's a little windy out here. You can look at the, I don't even know what all this stuff right here. But it's taller than me. I'm 6 foot. This stuff is like 10 feet tall right here. Like, I don't even know what this is, bro. But yeah, like, just imagine if Kirk Cousins was our quarterback, say, hypothetically speaking, I don't want this to happen, but if we was to be like, yo, JJ McCarthy gonna miss the rest of the season, I don't want the season to be over. So I still want to make the playoffs. I don't care. Like, I still want to make the playoffs. Carson Wentz ain't getting us to the playoffs. And I don't care about having the highest draft pick. I don't care, bro. Because you could draft so high and them dudes could be a bust. I'm just saying. It doesn't matter how high you draft. It matters about what matters is your scouting. What matters is the mindset of the player. Because you could be the first overall pick and be a bust. It doesn't matter. It happens. But I want to make the playoffs as a Viking fan. Now, my dream case scenario is JJ McCarthy comes back. He's going to have some growing pains. He's going to throw some interceptions. He might fumble the ball, but he's going to learn from his mistakes. And we're going to get a better feel on if this guy could be our franchise quarterback. Because I'm getting tired. Listen, I understand Viking fans feel like we rushing them. Some Viking fans feel like we rushing them, which I don't agree with that. But if you think about all the young quarterbacks around the NFL, from Michael Penix, the Drake May, the Caleb Williams, the Bo Nix, the list goes on, bro. They're all playing. Jackson Dart, everybody's playing. So I look at it like this. JJ McCarthy has the talent, the ability, the it factor, the capability to run a freaking offense, which I believe in him. I feel like when he gets on that field, he's going to show off. But the problem is he has to be healthy. He has to be healthy. Is he going to be 100% healthy? I highly doubt it. I think it's impossible to be 100% healthy when you're week 7 into the NFL season. After the first week of the NFL season, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be 100% healthy unless you're sitting on the bench and you didn't play one down. Unless you're sitting on the bench and you didn't play one down, you're not going to be 100% healthy. Do I want him to play at 85%? So be it. If he's 90%, so be it. If he's anything between 85 and higher, he should play. He should play, period. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to Lisa. I love that. Lisa said, loving conversation about NFL. Let's go. It's going to be Wentz. Bro, I don't want to hear, no prods. I'm not letting you get away with that, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about Wentz being the starter yet. I don't want to hear it. Not yet. Y'all got to give me a couple more days to sleep on so they can make an announcement. I don't want to hear about Wentz being the starter against the Chargers. Nope, I don't want to hear it. I'm not letting you say that, prods. I'm not letting you get away with that. The season was lost 4 games ago when we realized our O-line was gone. Nah, our O-line is back, though. Our O-line is healthier than it has been all season long, bro. What's the excuses now? Brian O'Neill's back. Christian Darrisaw's back. Donovan Jackson's here. Will Fries is here. What more do you need, bro? Our offensive line on paper is better than a lot of offensive lines, bro. Like, come on, bro. Ryan Kelly had these concussion issues coming. Yes. And that's the issue, Bryant. Why would you sign? Listen, this is why we got to talk about crazy and developing and drafting talented players throughout the draft. I don't even care if he's an undrafted free agent. They should have brought in a center. Why are you putting your eggs in one basket? You're putting all your eggs in one basket with Ryan Kelly, knowing that he has a concussion issue. That don't make sense. If Wentz plays again, KLC should be fired. Too evil. Hey, listen, bro. Me and you are on the same page with that, bro. Because I just feel like, listen, I'm trying to wait until, what day are we at? We on Monday. Let me know Tuesday or today who's the starter. And it better not be Carson Wentz, respectfully speaking. What's going on, everybody? I have a dream that J.J. McCarthy will be the starting quarterback of the mighty Minnesota Vikings and beat the brakes off the Chargers. That is my dream, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes last becomes first. That's true. We last right now. We'll be first at the end of the day because when we get to the playoffs, I love the positivity, Lisa. I love the positivity because I look at it like this. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's not how you start a season, it's how you finish a season. And if I am right that the Vikings are the real deal on that football field, let me say that one more time. If I am right that the Vikings are the real deal on that football field, the Minnesota Vikings will be victorious when it counts the most, and we will get to the playoffs. But we have to win some games. We're getting close to the middle of the season. Pretty much the middle of the season right now, y'all. We got to start winning some dang on games. Let's keep it real. The O-line isn't the problem. It's the coach. Oh, man. My guy's putting bad teams. The O-line doesn't look bad. A better O-line coach might make the O-line better, but what do I know? Hey, listen, you know a lot. Don't question yourself, my brother. Hey, prods, don't question yourself, my brother. You're giving your opinion, and I respect your opinion, and I actually agree with your opinion. And I always try to tell people, and I said this earlier in the live, how did the Lions they had a lot of injuries last year. How did the Lions beat us and win the first seed in the NFC Conference? How did the Lions that lost their whole entire defense, let's just be real, the Lions lost their whole defense last year, and they didn't complain, and they still kept winning. Why can't our team make the adjustments even when we are hurt and win some dang on games? Let's go. J.J. McCarthy, hand off. That's the nickname from a Buckeye fan. Hey, listen. Hey, respectfully. Hey, and I don't mind him handing the ball off. Honestly, I wish that KOC would call some more running plays. I like that name. Hand the dang on ball off to Jordan Mason. And Jordan Mason, hang on to the ball and don't fumble the ball. I want Jordan Mason to get that rock more. And honestly, I'm hoping Aaron Jones is back. We need Aaron Jones to come back because He's such a good running back, not just running the ball, in my opinion, but I feel like since our offensive line is a little bit healthier, we can make bigger holes for him to run through. And also, he's a very good blocker, and he's a very good pass blocker, too. He's a very good blocker as a running back. So we need that guy back, bro. Like, respectfully. Like, I like Xavier Scott, but Xavier Scott is not Aaron Jones. Let's keep it real. Xavier Scott is not Aaron Jones. Even at Aaron Jones' age, Aaron Jones can still get the job done. For real. What was that first? The first one of J.J. McCarthy's first throwing touchdowns was to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones caught a great pass by J.J. McCarthy against the Bears. Let's remember that. We got to remember that, y'all. Fields can't lead the Jets. But Fields, hey, listen, I don't even want to bring no competition in here for listen, I'm not trying to baby and not put too much competition on the field, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I was going to put any competition on that field, and I know this might sound crazy to a lot of Viking fans, what I'm about to say, I'm doing it because he's a 5th-round pick. Everybody's counting him out, and I'm a big underdog type of guy. Y'all know where I'm going with this. I would trade a 5th-round pick or a 4th-round pick, get Shedeur Sanders in the building. Get Shedeur Sanders in the building. Let's try him out. Hey, listen, say, like, hypothetically speaking, say J.J. McCarthy plays, and the worst case scenario, he gets hurt. What are we going to do as Viking fans? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Shedeur would not cost too much when it comes to draft picks and see what he got. You know what I mean? Let's see what he got. Like I kind of want to put some competition behind J.J. McCarthy because I feel like that's what makes players better. That's what makes players better. So I know I'm just using that as an example. It don't got to be Shedeur. It could be any young quarterback. It don't gotta be Shedeur. I'm just putting him out there because it's just like, yo, the Browns ain't gonna give him no opportunity. Imagine Shedeur coming to the Vikings right now. Instead of having Carson Wentz play, we have Shedeur Sanders play. And say he looks bad. At least it's a young quarterback developing and learning from the mistakes. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. That's why I'd rather see Max Brosmer play than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz ain't going to change. He's a veteran quarterback that's been in the game for 9 seasons. He's not going to change the way he plays. Kirk is better than Wentz. Yeah, Kirk is way better than Wentz. Yeah, handing off the left, right, whatever you say there, buddy, he's the best handoff merchant I've ever seen. Hey, listen, Tyler, respectfully, put some respect on my boy J.J. McCarthy's name, brother. Put some respect on my guy J.J. McCarthy's name, brother. Don't be coming at my guy J.J. McCarthy. Don't do it. I need everybody that's in the building. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. Even if you're not a Viking fan, don't be a hater. Even if you're not a Viking fan, don't be a hater. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We go on live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us. But I need everybody to make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button so we can spread this out so we can get more people on the channel and we can talk that talk. This is one YouTube family, baby. He said Kirk and Wentz are washed, yeah? Beat the brakes off. Who? Hey, listen. Let me say this real quick to my guy, Ingram. I got a lot of, my bull, Sports of Life. I got a lot of respect for the Eagles, bro. You know I'm a big Jalen Hurts guy. But let's keep it real. Let's have full context. I'm not giving no excuses. Y'all beat us. Y'all the better team. Y'all the defending champions. But I will say this, right? Let's have full context. If it was reversed, hypothetically speaking, if y'all had Carson Wentz, how would y'all play the game? And if we had Jalen Hurts, how would the game be played? What I am saying to you, bro, is I understand that y'all beat us. But we have Carson Wentz, man. Respectfully. And I'm not trying to come at Carson Wentz. I'm just being honest. We have Carson Wentz, man. Change the slogan, bro. Mad that the owns Ohio State. It's okay. I mean, hello. How you doing? Tyler, I'm catching up in the comments. Everybody hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Everybody, help a brother out. Just dump. It's free. It won't cost you a single penny. Double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down on Mike Sports Vibes. Y'all know those vibes. Let's go. Let's go to the bowl, baby. We beating the brakes off the Chargers. Addison and Jetta. Let's go. Having 100 yards. Let's get it. After seeing the Lions play last night, I'm saying this now. In 2 weeks, the Lions will put... Don't say that. Dylan, how dare you? Bro, how you going to say that about our team, bro? Dylan, I got a lot of love for you, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Don't do that, bro. Hey, Dylan, why would you say that in the comments, bro? Even if you thought it, you ain't had to put it out there. Oh, my goodness. He said about to... Lions were better last year. Hey, listen. We could have beat hey, listen, they were better, but they were hurt, and they still beat us, bro. That's my point. They were hurt, though, bro, and they beat us. They beat us hurt. Yeah, Lions own the NFC North right now. Yeah, they're the best right now, but they're not going to finish the best. I'll tell you that right now. We going to have full defense back come Lions, no injuries Thursday. Let's get it, baby. The Vikings kind of suck this year, so it doesn't matter if you think the Lions aren't as good this year. Let's go. Jermaine said, Wentz one more week. Oh, my gosh, bro. I don't want to see Wentz play another week, bro. That's why I keep trying to tell prods. I'm telling everybody that's a Viking fan, respectfully, even if you're a Carson Wentz guy, respectfully speaking, I don't want to see Carson Wentz play another down as the quarterback. I either want to see Max Brosmer or J.J. McCarthy. And I'm only saying that because I'm tired of seeing it, bro. I'd rather see a young quarterback make those type of mistakes, bro. If they're going to make mistakes, let me see my young quarterback make those mistakes. Not a veteran quarterback that's been in the game for 9+ years, bro. Respectfully speaking, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, respectfully speaking, I want to see my young quarterback play. My guy, J.J. McCarthy. All I said was the Lions are... Oh, yeah, okay. Y'all should have kept Darnold. We ain't worried about Darnold. I love Darnold, but we ain't worried about him. Mike, where's the center? That's the only position on the offensive line, bro. And that's one of the most important, so that's a good point. And this is why I try to say earlier in the live stream, Too Evil, why haven't we drafted a center? Why didn't we get an undrafted free agent center? Why is it that people, listen, why would you put all your eggs in one basket having Ryan Kelly as our center when the man keeps getting concussions, bro? The man had 2 concussions in 2 weeks, pretty much, bro. That's not a good sign. Respectfully, listen, if I was his cousin, if I was his son or whatever, or brother or whatever, hey, listen, bro, I love you. I love you, and I don't want you to keep going out there and getting concussed, bro. When you only get one brain, bro, if you get concussions 2 times in 2 weeks, that's a bad sign, bro. So I would have told him, yo, you might need to medically retire, bro. You might need to be yo, I'm not playing no more because football ain't everything, bro. There's a life after football. Yes, I love football. Yes, I love basketball. I love baseball. I love a lot of sports. But at the end of the day, life, there's more important things to life than sports. And if your brain fails you, then what the heck? Bro, that's your life, bro. That's literally your life. Brandon was you're right. Can we stop talking about Darnold? Yeah, we never, listen, until we figure out our quarterback, bro, and I agree with you, Prods, they're going to always bring up Sam Darnold because they see Sam Darnold playing well with the Seahawks. And the Vikings were 14-3 last year with Sam Darnold. So I get why they saying it. It is frustrating, but as a Viking fan, you kind of have to understand where they're coming from because they're thinking of it all right, well, y'all got rid of Sam Darnold and the guy got you 14 wins. But at the same time, they don't understand that we drafted J.J. McCarthy with the 10th overall pick. And the problem is he keep getting hurt. And the problem is we don't know how good the man is because he keeps getting hurt. And then when he is healthy, we got people saying, well, we don't want to rush him. How you rushing him? The man missed all last season. He missed the most this season due to injury. How many years you want to wait? Do you want him to sit 3-4 years and then you play him and you still don't know if he's good or not? How many years should a quarterback sit on the bench? Like I said, if the quarterback don't got a Hall of Famer in front of them, they should play as soon as they are able to throw it. They're healthy. As soon as they're healthy. You don't, especially if you're a top 10 pick. If you're a top 10 pick, like what are we doing? You know, already know, talk that talk. You know the vibes. Darnold was not our franchise quarterback. We got McCarthy 10th over. Yes. JJ is awful. Oh, man. Otis said JJ is awful. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. McCarthy one-on-one NFL season. Give him a chance with our offense of line today. Yeah. We got to give him a chance. The problem is he got to get on the field to give him a chance. That's my whole point. I get what you're saying. But if he can't get on the field, what are we doing? If McCarthy is awful, what is Wentz? Oh, wow. You said if McCarthy is awful, what is Wentz? You ain't lying. The Vikings are not the real deal on any football. That's funny. McCarthy needs to develop, simple as that. And how can he develop? And my question to Evil, how can McCarthy develop not playing? How can he develop sitting on the bench? They didn't lose Dan King because we lost our quarterback and our current starter. Because we lost our quarterback and our current starter missed training camp. I don't care about the results this season. I care about JJ getting games under his belt so next year he might take off. Facts, bro. Listen, I still care about wins and losses, but at the same time I get what you're saying. I just want to see if the man can play. That's all. Can the man play and be healthy? And that's the thing. Like Drake May, he played last year and he he threw for like 10 interceptions. He threw 9 touchdowns. And what happened? Now he got that experience underneath his belt. And this season, he's debatably the best quarterback in that 2024 NFL draft right now. It's Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Michael, and Drake May right now, the best quarterbacks in that 2024 NFL draft right now. But you have to play to get experience. You know what I mean? Bring Kirk home. Yeah, bring him home. That's only if JJ McCarthy's gonna miss the rest of the year. If he's gonna play, then bro, nah. We don't want Kirk Cousins. Scott will be a better back in a few years, to be honest. He looks good for a rook. Yeah, he looks good, but I think that, in my opinion, I think Aaron Jones is better right now for us than Xavier Scott. And it's not even that I'm underestimating Xavier Scott. I just feel like it's more of the play calling more than anything. It's not about Xavier Scott. I think we don't run the ball enough, bro. We don't call a lot of running back screens. When do we ever call running back screens? And we give up on the run way too quick. Way too quick. I think we need to start running the ball a lot more in the red zone, especially because our offensive line is much healthier. Our offensive line is pretty healthy. When you talk about Will Fries, Donovan Jackson, 2 of our guards, we have 2 good tackles. Yes, the only position is the center position where we have a question mark. But other than that, if you have 4 out of the 5 positions that are pretty good, I think we need to start running the ball. We need to start running the ball. He's about to develop a curve, no rational Viking fan things. Shoot, I'm a delusional Viking fan. I think we go into the playoffs, baby. Hey, listen. I think we go into the playoffs, bro. I look at it like this. I don't really like to underestimate players because I look at it like this. Jaden Daniels got his team to the playoffs his rookie season. That was his rookie season, not his second season. J.J. McCarthy's in his second season, right? Oh, let me not forget. Bo Nix, rookie season, got his team to the playoffs. I'm not underestimating J.J. McCarthy. I feel like J.J. McCarthy could be good enough to get us to the playoffs. He has the best wide receiver in the game. He has a very good offense behind him. He has a pretty darn good defense behind him. Why not the Vikings make a run? If Bo Nix can do it, and Jaden Daniels can do it in a rookie year, the first year they ever played in the NFL, why is it that we're so like, oh, well, we're not expecting J.J. McCarthy to really do nothing this year. We expect him just to be bad. Like, yeah, he's going to have his ups and downs, but why can't we be a little bit more optimistic and think that J.J. McCarthy might be able to put that work in and get us to where we need to be? And I'm talking about the playoffs. I'm talking about maybe the Super Bowl. How about that? Let's go Vikings, baby. We got to believe, baby. We got to believe. McCarthy just needs time. He's on his way. Yeah, he needs time to get on that dang on field. He needs to get on that field. When he's healthy, he needs to be on that field, bro. He already missed a year, y'all. What was the whole point of drafting? Listen, the whole point of drafting a quarterback on their rookie deal is to be able to spend that money on other position groups to build a Super Bowl champion team, because you have that quarterback on their rookie contract. And if he's halfway decent, average, or pretty darn good, we're ahead of the game because we don't have to pay him for 5 years, right? Right? So if he already missed 1 year, and say he misses this year, and say he misses next year, you got 2 more seasons to see if this man can be a good quarterback. And then you're going to start thinking about, all right, should we pay this man or not? We don't know how good J.J. McCarthy is because he doesn't play. Yes, we do have to give him time. I 100% agree with that. When he gets on the field, that's what I mean by giving him time. Not giving him time sitting on the bench. When I say give him time, I'm not talking about him being a bench warmer for 3 years and then we're going to decide to play him. When I say give him time, I'm talking about him on the field, making mistakes and growing from his mistakes and being the best quarterback that he can be, the best quarterback that we think that he could be. You know what I mean? But in order for him to do that, he has to get on that field. He said Russell Wilson is chalked, washed, and cooked. He said Kelsey is a little overrated. He can't get a running game, and he has no quick game. Oh, hey, listen, bro. And that's on, and KLC got to step his game up, respectfully. Everybody that's in the building, I got a lot of people in the building. I need everybody. If you feeling the vibes, make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. And I also will say sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly mean that. Salute to each and every one of y'all. And even though I am a Viking fan, like I said, you are all welcome to this YouTube channel, but respectfully speaking, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, we will beat the brakes off your team. Also, don't forget McCarthy is only 3 months older than Jackson Dart. Second youngest. It don't even matter. Like, I understand everybody wants to use age, but I always look at it like this. There's quarterbacks that are 40 years old that are better than some of these young quarterbacks. Just like there's young quarterbacks that's better than a lot of the quarterbacks that have been in the game. All I'm saying is this. I understand people want to say, oh, he's young, which is 100% factual. I look at it like this. But still, it doesn't change the narrative around him being able to get better by being on the field. You can't get better by not doing the job. Let me say that one more time. You can't get better at something without doing the job. That's like a doctor that never does, like, say you're a surgeon, you're a heart surgeon, right? You never do the job, but you're supposed to be able to do a job when you need to do it. You never do heart surgery, but all of a sudden you have a patient that needs to get a heart surgery, but you never did it. You had no experience. All you did was read books. All you did was do surgery on you know what I'm saying. My point is, he has to play, regardless if the man is 18 years old, 20 years old, 40 years old, 30 years old. You got to play. It doesn't matter how old he is if he doesn't play. He could be the youngest quarterback in the game. Does it matter if he doesn't play? Hey, like I said, we're on a timetable because everybody's talking about, oh, we have to give him time, right? Okay. So what happened to the 49ers? 49ers have an all-time great linebacker. He just got hurt, Fred Warner. Hypothetically speaking, say you wait 3 years having J.J. McCarthy sit on the bench, not develop, not get better. It's hypothetically speaking, say Justin Jefferson is no longer in his prime. Say Justin Jefferson starts to look like, dag, we wasted his whole prime waiting for our quarterback to do something, and our quarterback ain't even that good. Like, that would suck to waste the prime years of Justin Jefferson. What about the other players on the team? What about the stability when it comes to the other players? Don't you think that they want to have a stable quarterback? Don't you think they want to have a stable quarterback that can run the offense and get them the ball so we can win our Super Bowl? By the time, because some fans are making it seem like, well, let's just not rush them and let's wait another year or two. I'm like, all right, so you're going to wait another couple years. Anything can happen with injuries. Injuries happen every single year. So you're going to waste some of our tackles. For instance, we know Brian O'Neill gets hurt. We know Christian Darrisaw gets hurt. So a lot of things happen. Anything can happen. So you're going to wait until everybody falls apart and then say, all right, well, J.J. McCarthy, we're in our 4th year of his rookie contract. Let's see what he has. By that time, we might not have a Christian Darrisaw in his prime. By that time, we might not have a Brian O'Neill in his prime. By that time, injuries happen. That's all I'm saying. I understand the age, but at the same time, with age, you still got to play, bro. You still got to be on that court. You want to know something real crazy, not even crazy, but, and I know this is 2 different sports, right? You know some of the all-time greats in the NBA, when they used to come straight out of high school in NBA, they used to come straight out of high school in the NBA. They didn't say, oh, we're going to wait until he develops. We're going to sit him on the bench for 5. I know it's different sports, but I'm just giving you an example. They don't just say, oh, we're going to just wait until he develops on the bench. No. When LeBron James came, he played right away. When what's his name? I'm trying to think of some of the greats. I think Kevin Garnett came straight out of high school as well. I got to look it up. But my point is, you don't wait until 3-4 years to be like, all right, well, we're going to put him on the field now. We can't. We got to stop with the mindset of, oh, he's young, give him so much time. Yes, we gave him time. We're giving him time. Time to play. Time on that field. I'm not going to say he has a bad season this year. I'm not going to say, oh, he's a bust. He just got to do better next season. But how can you get better if you never play? You can't be, I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. Vikings Skull, let's get it. Good morning, Mary. That loss hurt, frustrating. We gave them that weird, okay, McCarthy needs to play Thursday. Have a great day. Have a great day, Queen Mary. Hey, listen, that's all I'm saying. And if he doesn't play Thursday, he has to play the next Sunday. How many games does he have to miss for him to be developed? If he's healthy, we got to think of it like this. How do you think the other players feel that they have a backup quarterback and our quarterback that we drafted 10th overall is just going to sit on the bench for his first 3 seasons of his career? Because he's not ready. I'm just saying. The problem with KOC is Darnold was great deep passer. Wentz is not so much. So why not just run the ball? Mason was on fire, and he just stops running. I get you. I think KOC, like you said before in the live stream, bro, you said it already. You answered your question. In the live stream, you said he always doing trick plays because he overthinks it, bro. He overthinks it. He overthinks plays. sometimes when you overthink things, you start making mistakes. So I just feel like Kale, sometimes he overthinks a lot of the simple stuff. Colts fan, what's up with the trip? Oh yeah, I love what's happening with Colts, man. I think the Colts are looking very amazing. I think their Colts are like debatably the best team in the NFL. I got the Colts and the Lions as the best two teams in the NFL. People thought I was joking when it was like week 4. I was like, I think the Colts might be the best team in the AFC. And then the Colts beat the Jags. The Colts keep winning. Now the Colts are like 5-1 or something like that, or 6-1. Hey, listen, the Colts are the real deal. And Danny Dimes is definitely the comeback player of the year. I don't know what's the comeback. Is that like an injury or something, or is that just, I don't know. But he's definitely in the conversations for MVP. I would not be surprised at the rate that the Colts are going that Danny Dimes wins MVP. Because nobody would have thought that the Colts were going to be this good. How you doing, brother? I would prefer Max, but for the sake of getting a win, he is the best. No, bro, he is not the best option. I disagree, respectfully. I disagree. I'd rather see Max Brosmer. If it's not J.J. McCarthy, because I believe in J.J. McCarthy probably more than a lot of people. I believe in J.J. McCarthy. So when I say all the stuff that I say, it's because I believe in J.J. McCarthy. I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be a star. I think J.J. McCarthy has that it factor. I think J.J. McCarthy, when he finally gets on that football field, he is going to shine like a star, bro. The problem is he has to get healthy. And we got to see about the play calling. I don't want to see Carson Wentz play against the Chargers. I don't want to see it, respectfully. And this is not me trying to come at Carson Wentz, but I've seen enough games. I was not expecting to see this many games from Carson Wentz. I was not expecting this. JJ, Miss MC. But I need everybody that's in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube family. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Yes, I am a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, but I would answer your questions if you're a fan of another team. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly mean it. I feel like this is what we need to have. There's a lot of things happening around the whole entire world that is not good. And that hopefully this channel can bring us all together and just vibe and have good vibes and have fun. How you doing, brother? JJ, MC needs to send Mike a care package. He believes in Yeah, I believe in JJ McCarthy, bro. People think I be hating on Carson Wentz and all that. Nah. Hey, listen, I don't hate on Carson, but I'm done. I seen him play all too much this year. I think a lot of Viking fans will agree. Talk to him. You already know, Bradford. You know the vibes. Cam thinks undrafted free agents and getting players who have hurt a lot in the past. And sorry about the win, y'all. It's a good idea. That's why. Well, hello. Well, I would say this. You know, I look at it like this, bro. I will agree. I think that center position we did not think about too much. And I'm going to be honest with you. My fault. I didn't do proper research on Ryan Kelly. All I seen was Pro Bowl, and I said, oh, I'm good. But I didn't think about his concussions and all that. I didn't think about his concussions. And my whole thing with Ryan Kelly is that is like our biggest kryptonite last year was the center position, y'all. Because we didn't think Bradford was that guy. But you know what the problem is? Bradford's the starting center of the Patriots, and they're looking really good. So is it the talent that we draft, or is it the developing? Is it the system that's not developing these players better? See, now I'm starting to think. Because even my bull said Ed Ingram is playing pretty good. So it's like if Ed Ingram, he was a second-round pick, and he's playing good, and Garrett Bradbury is playing good with the Patriots, could it be that a lot of Viking fans are wrong, including myself, that maybe they just wasn't in the right system, or the developing wasn't the best with the Vikings? And sorry about the win, y'all. And exactly, that's another thing, man. We couldn't afford Sam, and I think we wanted to go. Listen, my whole mindset is we wanted to go to JJ McCarthy route, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like people gotta understand, like, yes, Sam Darnold's having a good season, but he's not on our team anymore. And I understand it's gonna be a topic until we figure out what JJ McCarthy is gonna be. But at the same time, he's not on our team anymore. If we bench McCarthy for the rest of the season, Wentz goes another vet quarterback come in next season, then what? And then we're going to probably sit J.J. McCarthy for a whole other season, and that veteran quarterback that we get is going to be pretty good for a couple of games, and we're going to have some people saying we need to wait another year and let J.J. McCarthy develop. And I'm going to say the same thing I'm saying. He has to develop by playing the game. He has a talented team. It's not like he's on a team that's not talented. He has a talented team that he is on. I can understand if you had like your team wasn't the best. But let's keep it. Whoa. But let's keep it real. The team actually it's a pretty decent team. Sam is better than. That's true. Right now he is. We couldn't though. When you draft a quarterback, you build around the quarterback. We haven't done that. Darnold was gone either way. Darnold was a decent in most games, but we didn't have a good team, right? JJ is years away. Wow. This year or next year ain't it. Sam Darnold got y'all hopes up, and he's gone. You said that JJ is years away. How many years? Can y'all help me out with this? How many years does a quarterback have to sit on the bench before he's ready to play? I need some people to let me know. How many years does a rookie if you draft a quarterback top 10, how many years do people start to feel comfortable to start playing your young quarterback? How many years? Is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 5? How many years does he sit on the bench? I have to figure this answer out because it's not just you, bro. It's a lot of people that thinks that JJ McCarthy needs to sit on the bench for another year or two. So I just want to know how many years does a young quarterback have to sit on the bench? Because what I'm seeing on the NFL field is I'm seeing rookies, I'm seeing a lot of quarterbacks play right now. Go Pack, go. We're going to beat the brace of the Packers. Hey, 21 points against the Bears. Had a child after. Yeah, that's true. Welcome. How can he get ready to play in the NFL when he isn't on the field? Is that, Mary? I've been asking this same question, Mary. And I'm not saying this to be smart, but I really don't understand a lot of people right now. You're not going to get better by not playing the game. If you sit on the bench for 3 years, you still have a question mark, can you play the game? If you sit on the bench for 2 seasons, you still have, like I said, unless you have a Hall of Fame coach, not a Hall of Fame coach, a Hall of Fame quarterback that's in front of you, there's no reason for you to sit J.J. McCarthy for 3 seasons. I don't understand that narrative. Or 2 seasons. The only reason why he's sitting is because of injury. Listen, and I hope I'm right about that, because I hope KLC isn't benching him and not really telling the fan base. I hope he's being honest and he's not playing because of injury. Because if it comes out that they're benching J.J. McCarthy and it's not really because of the injury, hey, listen, I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry to say this, and I say this, and I like KLC, but he got to go, bro. You got to go. You drafted him. You wanted him. Crazy ain't going to trade up in the draft. I know it's just one spot. To draft J.J. McCarthy if you don't want him. If you didn't want J.J. McCarthy, you should have just kept Sam Darnold. You should have drafted the best defensive tackle in that draft. You should have drafted the best cornerback in that draft. If you didn't want to have a rookie quarterback and develop him by playing him, then why would you draft him with the 10th overall pick? Because I promise you, Quay ain't making that pick without KOC. I know that for a fact. So if you believe in J.J. McCarthy, you got to let that man play when he's healthy. Now, I understand, if he's not healthy, obviously, if the man got swollen in his ankle and he can't run or walk or whatever, obviously don't play the man. But if he is functionable, meaning he can move, yeah, he might have a little bit of pain. Well, whoopie-do. Football players go through a little bit of pain, and they play through pain. As long as there's no swelling, and the doctor said there's no further damage, it could be like there's no damage that could be done or whatever, play that man. You got to play him. Respectfully. Peyton won 3 games. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Let this man play and learn from his mistakes. He can't learn from his mistakes if you don't want him to play. If you don't want him to play, then how can he learn? Have a blessed day, everybody. Everybody's in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down on Mike Sports Vibes. We going live for every game, and everybody is welcome to this YouTube family, whether you a Viking fan or not. You know what I'm saying? Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Fields took the worst spots ever. Went to Chicago. Quarterback greater than the Jets. Yeah. And that's another reason why quarterbacks fail. They go to the wrong franchises. That's another fact. Aaron Jones better go right back to RB1. He'll turn the season around. People think Aaron Jones is washed, bro. I'm one of the few Viking fans that's like, yo, give him another opportunity, bro. Like, I think Aaron Jones, when he gets back, is going to play pretty darn good. We're going to see. I might be 100% wrong. But I feel like Aaron Jones is not washed. I think Aaron Jones, when he gets some touches, give him a few touches, he's going to be all right. Mike, what about the Bears for straight? Oh, my gosh, the Bears look good. I got to give a lot of credit to the Bears. The Bears look good. And guess who's leading them? Their young quarterback. In that defense. I'm just being honest, bro. So you want the Vikings to be a 2 running back system with the quarterback situation? I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind switching up between Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones. Heck yes. Because it's a change of pace back. And in my opinion, Aaron Jones is a better blocker than Jordan Mason. And he's a better catcher than Jordan Mason. Aaron Jones got hands. When it comes to running the ball naturally, yeah, Jordan Mason's a better running back when it comes to that. But other things, Aaron Jones does better. But don't get it twisted. I think Aaron Jones could be solid for us still. What's going on, Coop? Fired up, Mike. You know the vibes, baby. We will always support and love this team. Yes. Whether they lose or not. But my whole thing is we have to let our guys play. Like, I want our guy J.J. McCarthy to play. Listen, respectfully to all the Viking fans that want Carson Wentz to play the rest of the season, I extremely, highly disagree with you. Because if you think Carson Wentz is the guy to get us to the playoffs, if you think Carson Wentz is the guy to get us a Super Bowl, respectfully, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Get experience for our guy, J.J. McCarthy. I don't care one bit about Darnold. He might have 114. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. 14 wins for what destroyed in the first round. That's true. But it wasn't just all on him, though. It was the defense, too. Defense let us down, too, that game. Lions are a joke. Lions ain't no joke, bro. The Lions are no joke. The Lions just beat the Buccaneers, bro. And I'm a Viking fan, but I got to be honest with you. The Lions ain't no joke. For those who think that the Lions are a joke, bro, they literally beat the best team in the NFC just yesterday. They beat the hottest team in the NFC, bro. And I'm a big Baker Mayfield guy. The Lions defense shut Baker down. The Lions ran the ball with Gibbs, and Gibbs had 2 rushing touchdowns, and Gibbs had 136 rushing yards. I think he rushed the ball like 18, 16 times. He also had 3 catches for 82 yards. Hey, listen, I'm a Viking fan saying this. The Lions ain't no joke. Do I think they're better than the Vikings? Right now, they are. I got to admit to that. I will admit. But when we play them, we're going to see. We're going to definitely see. Because they didn't play us yet. We're going to see. My biggest concern is my quarterback right now. I want to see my guy. I'm cheering for my guy, JJ McCarthy. And if I'm the only one that's going to go down on the ship, I'll be by myself. I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. But I'm going down with the ship when it comes to JJ McCarthy. Because I want this man to be successful. I want this man to shine. I want this man to be our franchise quarterback. The first time since Dante Culpepper. That was our last franchise quarterback. Brett Favre don't count because Brett Favre didn't stay that long. Case Keenum doesn't count because Case Keenum didn't stay that long as a starting quarterback. Kirk Cousins, I ain't gonna hate on Kirk Cousins, but I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing about Kirk. But who else? Sam Darnold only played 1 year. You know what I'm saying? We need our franchise quarterback, bro. We haven't had that in a long time. And I'm not giving up on JJ McCarthy after 1 season, not even 2 seasons. But the only thing that I will say is, if you don't play him this year, you're setting him up for failure for the future years, because you're never going to know how good this man is. You're never going to know. You're never going to know. You're going to just keep moving the goalposts. Well, why don't we just wait until he's in year 4 and then we'll play him? No! His whole rookie contract's going to be gone. And you're still going to have a big question mark on if the man can play or not. The Chiefs got yeah. Darnold won't ever win a playoffs game. Hurts is a so on stack team. And Hurts is a so stack team. Also Hurts on a stack team. Well, listen, it don't matter if it's stacked or not. You still got to throw the ball. And Hurts is a Super Bowl champion. He's an MVP. And you don't win a Super Bowl without a stacked team. You got to have a good team to win. So, I mean, I don't know why people try to... Listen, I'm not just coming at you. I'm just saying in general. People act like you could win a Super Bowl without no talent on your team. You can't. You'll never win a Super Bowl without talent on your team. The Chiefs have to be held to the same expectations as everyone. If you have a... Right. Hold on, how you doing? Right. You know what I mean? We trying to be a Super Bowl champion. Like, listen, I want us to play like the Eagles. I want us to play like the Chiefs. I want us to play like the Rams when the Rams won their Super Bowl. I want us to win a Super Bowl. Whatever it takes to win a Super Bowl, I'm down with that, bro. We got to learn from the teams that ran the ball, bro. Like the Eagles, they ran the ball all last year and won the Super Bowl. Saquon Barkley was having a down season technically he's having a down season, but they still tried to run the ball. Regardless. They don't give up on the run because they know Saquon can get loose and just run for a touchdown any play because he's that good. My whole thing with KOC is he has to stop giving up on that run. How am I... keep it PG, Pros. Keep it PG in the comments, bro. It's okay to disagree with people. Just don't call nobody out their name, bro. Like, we don't got to do all that. We got to keep it PG, keep it peaceful. This is one YouTube family, bro. You know I got love for you, Pros, but just keep it PG, bro. Check this and the better line on both sides. Keep Darnold wouldn't give us what is Donovan Durso. Yeah. Put JJ or Max B in Wentz and burnt. What's going on? 215. Put JJ or Max in. Yes, I agree with you, bro. Put JJ or Max B in, not Wentz. Not Wentz. I evaluate something similar. I want each week I see a quarterback to be a best version of him, or we got issues. Right. Like, and I feel like what is the best thing for a young quarterback? Can besides the offensive line, right? besides play calling, what is the best thing for a young quarterback, in your opinion? I'm going to give you my opinion. Is a good running game. Because if you have a good running game, you take a lot away from, the pressure off of say for instance, like say you have a good pass rusher going against. You take a lot of pressure off them because they have to make sure they don't be too aggressive, because that running back could torch them for a nice 10-yard gain or even worse. So, and then the running game helps you because of the play action, and it just takes a lot of pressure away from your quarterback. So say you get it's 1st and 10, you rush the ball with your running back, and he gets 5 to 8 yards. So then it's 2nd and short. So that means your whole playbook is opened up where, hey, listen, you could run the ball again, you could pass it, a short little quick pass. It just helps your whole entire offense when you're able to establish the run game. And this is why when I was talking about last game, when we was going against the Eagles and we was in the red zone, I said, why are we not running the ball? Why are we not running the ball? Like, come on. And that is play calling. Well, he was a big part of winning 14 games. He wasn't the only factor. Our defense was pretty darn good. And Sam Darnold has some of the greatest talented wide receivers in the game right now. So, I mean, I get it. Yeah, and I agree with that. I think every quarterback's a project, though. There's not one quarterback that you can name in NFL history that just got drafted and they weren't some type of project. They're going to have some type of flaws and weaknesses. Even to the great Peyton Manning had to learn from playing. Even Andrew Luck, Patrick Mahomes, when they finally got on that field, they had to learn from their mistakes. But there is certain quarterbacks that are really a project where they're like, yo, I don't know, man. But I think every quarterback's a project. It's up to the quarterback. I mean, it's up to the play caller, up to the head coach to put that quarterback in the right positions to be successful. It's kind of like this, right? When the Ravens drafted Lamar Jackson, did they run the same offense they ran with Joe Flacco? Or did they change the play calling to meet the needs of Lamar Jackson? What was the play calling looking like? Was the play calling for the better, like they kept it play calling like Joe Flacco, like what he was getting, like when Joe Flacco was playing, right? Was the play calling the same as when Lamar Jackson was playing? No. The play calling matched the talent that's on the field. It's the same thing with the Vikings. They have to do that. Every team has players that you gotta adapt to what you have. Just like, in my opinion, even when it comes to defense, if you know that you're about to draft a dog, say he likes to run a 4-3, he's more of an edge rusher, defensive end, and he's better in a 4-3 defense. Hey, listen, if that guy is that good in college, you're gonna have to put him in the positions to be successful. You don't want to run a 3-4 defense and have this guy not being what he's used to. Like, it's like the system has to match the talent, bro. Not the other way around. Not the talent matching the system. Yeah, exactly, Mary. I would gladly watch McCarthy make mistakes and learn from them to become the... Yes! Me too. Gotta play. That was a TD, Mikey. You lied. I bet if McCarthy was playing last night, would have been... Facts. I said a young quarterback growing pains as long as I see improvement. Yes, that's true. Yes. We're going down with the ship with McCarthy. He said, even if McCarthy's in a wheelchair, I want him to start. Is damn. Oh, for real? Oh, man. The problem is the fan base is the heartbreak. We don't want veteran quarterbacks yet. Don't want to give McCarthy a chance. That's just being right. In prods. That's how I feel, bro. like, and my whole thing is this. You drafted him top 10 not to be a bench warmer, bro. You got to play him. Eventually, you have to play him. You have to. Wentz is only until he gets hit. Yeah. O-line coach is probably cheeks. That's what I've been saying to coach. Wentz can not play any more games respectfully. I respect that. There was a reason he was on 16's facts. And I believe his game would only get worse. That is who he is. Time to end this nightmare. Everything you said, Mary, I second what you said. I second every word you just said. Because I just look at it like I'm being really respectful of what I say about Carson Wentz because I appreciate what he did. But at the same time, I could understand if there was Aaron Rodgers, right? Okay, you can let J.J. McCarthy sit behind Aaron Rodgers or Joe Flacco if he's not healthy. But bro, this is Carson Wentz, man. Like, and we didn't draft J.J. McCarthy to develop on the bench for 3 years or 2 years. I know if this was the case, I would have been said don't draft J.J. McCarthy. I would have said, yo, draft the best corner, draft the best defensive tackle, and call it a day. I would have never said to draft J.J. McCarthy if we're never going to play the man. If we're never going to play the man so he can learn from his mistakes, then why'd you draft him? That's just how I look at it. You said JJ ain't it. We got Walmart in the building. Shout out to Walmart. Should have never got rid of Darnold. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, listen. Yeah, you're allowed to hang out here as a Bears fan, but I disagree with that last opinion, though. I don't think that, like, you can't really judge J.J. McCarthy off of 2 games. I know there's a lot of people that want to judge him off of 2 games, but I'm not doing that, man. I'm not. Like, people can think what they want to think, but I'm not going to say that you're wrong. But I'm not going to say that you're right. I ain't going to say that you're wrong. But in my opinion, I do think you're wrong. Let me keep it real. Because I feel like people are just not giving J.J. McCarthy an honest chance. Now, if he gets on the field and he gets hurt again, we have to have a discussion. But let this man play these last games of the season. We about halfway through the season. If we're not halfway, we're almost halfway. We're pretty much halfway through the season, right? So it's like, you got to let him play. Got to let him play. Tyler never won, pretty trash. Vikings always load on no matter what. Yeah, Vax. I literally just said that, dude. I know. Vikings suck, go Buccaneers. Hey, listen, Buccaneer fans, y'all can't talk right now. Buccaneer fans can't talk right now because y'all just got the brakes beat off of y'all by the Lions. And guess what? We're about to beat the Lions in a couple of weeks. So y'all can't talk heavy on us, bro. We about to show y'all how it is. We about to show y'all how to beat the Lions. When we play the Lions, we about to show y'all. And my boy Too Evil said the same thing. Bucks just got smoked by the Lions. Facts, bro. No, I think they are good, but not as good as last year. Have a great day, Mary. Well, who's going to finish second? Hey, listen. We going to see. It might be the Vikings. Vikings might finish in first. Who knows, man? The season's still young. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what happens. But I want to say to everybody that's in the building, I want to say thank you so much for vibing with me on this wonderful day. Thank you so much, Jermaine, Dylan. I want to read a couple more comments. Seeing football like this makes me wish I didn't care so much because this ruins my day. Don't let it ruin your day, bro. I got your back, Dylan. And basketball is right around the corner. So, you know, I know you're a Nuggets fan. I got your Nuggets. It's the best team in the Western Conference. I think that Cam Johnson pickup was amazing, by the way. People don't understand how good Cameron Johnson is, bro. And I think that y'all got that third wheel, the second best player on your team. Honestly, of course, you got Jokic number 1. And I know it can vary between Jamal Murray and Cam, but I think Cam is going to be that guy for y'all. Y'all in a good situation. So you got basketball too. And don't sleep on the Vikings. I know it's looking bad right now, but at the same time, We in last place. We going to be all right, though. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. And we won't be in last place by the end of this season. I'll tell you that right now. We won't be in last place. That's fair. I'm not a Vikings fan, so I was not super in the loop on it. KLC never thought McCarthy would be injured after 2 games. Yeah, that is crazy, though. After 2 games, bro. Oh, we beating the brakes off of y'all, Whiteout, next time we play y'all. Jermaine said Peyton was no defense, no all-time great coach, just a gunner. And right, and then and guess what? Peyton learned from his mistakes, and the team built around him. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to learn. Fans never know what we want. We just want to win. Facts. That's a fact. Allen wasn't good his first season. Look at him. Bryce Young was terrible in his season. Now he's good. But the problem is this, though. Because I understand the comparisons. I get what you're doing. But they're not getting hurt. They didn't miss their first season because of injury. JJ missed his whole season because of injury. Because maybe I'm wrong, I still feel like he could have beat out Sam Darnold for the job. I know I sound crazy. I'm probably the only Viking fan that thinks this. Maybe I believe in J.J. McCarthy too much, but I just feel like he could have beat Sam Darnold out last season, bro. That's just my opinion. Nobody thought Sam Darnold was going to be this good prior to him coming to the Vikings. Oh, Ricky Williams, yeah. I ain't judging J.J. till the season. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you already know. Skull, brother. OKC got something. Yeah. I think OKC's definitely got something to say about it. You're right. They're the champs. Y'all got lucky that first Monday night. Bears 4-game win streak. Okay. And when we play y'all again, I need the, what's your name? The right person. I want you to make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, because guess what? When we play y'all again, I will be live, and we will beat the brakes off of y'all once again. Scroll to the bowl. I'm getting off. Have a wonderful day. Everybody in the building, God bless. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. I go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, you're welcome to the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much for all y'all support, and have a wonderful day. And again, God bless. Be positive. Strive for greatness. Never quit. Keep your head up. Let's go!